Hey everyone, this is Jenny and welcome back to my channel. So today guys, I'll be doing a full review of all the Brahman makeup products. So I don't really have a complete set of all their makeups, but I do have all the essential items for you to complete a makeup look. So what I have with me here is the Zero Velvet Tint, which you guys know that I've been loving a lot. I did a full swatch review of all 11 shades of this. If you guys haven't watched that, I'll put a link somewhere in this video for you guys to check it out. I also have their cushion, which is a very popular one. So this is their Zero Cushion. I also have their eyeshadow quads, which they call Better Than Eyes. I also have their blush, which is Better Than Cheek. So I've used all these Roman makeup products to create a makeup look. I think a few weeks ago I did upload a Jenny of Blackpink makeup inspired tutorial. So if you guys are interested to watch that, I'll put a link somewhere in this video as well. But I think it's really worth to introduce this makeup brand to you guys. So I'm doing this video to review all of these makeup products. So if you are interested to find out more about Roman, just keep on watching. First up is the Zero Cushion from Roman. So a lot of people have been saying that this is a really good cushion, but I wasn't really too impressed the first time. So when I first applied it, it was really thick and very cakey. But then I really noticed that for most cushion, it tends to be like that. I don't know if you guys have the same experience, but any cushion that I try, any cushion that I open the first time, like as soon as you peel off that seal, all the cushion foundation is just sitting on top of the cushion. So your puff will tend to get a lot more product and it will apply thicker. So I gave this one a chance. I think second and third time I was really quite happy and very impressed about it. The finish is very matte. I won't categorize this as semi-matte just because it doesn't give me that glow and radiant look, which is kind of good. If you guys notice on my skin right now, I have this as my foundation. I don't have any loose powder on top, but you guys can tell that it looks like I have a loose powder, but it's just plainly this foundation and a blush. Seriously, it's that good. It makes my skin look flat, which is kind of good. I mean, it doesn't give me that shine. Sometimes I prefer matte finish depending on the weather and also depending on where I'm going. But at this point where it's spring, it's very sunny, I actually prefer more matte finish or semi-matte, which is actually perfect for this season. So I really like it a lot. So if you guys have oily skin, I think you guys might like this just because it kind of just holds up or control your oil as well. But for those people who have dry skin, you might have to skip this one because it's a matte finish and your dry patches might, crack up a little bit. So I am loving this. The only downside of this is that it only has 3 shades. What I have with me is number 23 like the usual. But yeah, but overall I think this is something that I would continue using this spring and summer in Australia. So definitely something that you should check it out. Next up is the Better Than Eyes eyeshadow quad. So they have 3 different shades of this. But what I have with me is of course pink tones, and this is the number 2 Dry Rose. So it has all 4 shades ready for you guys. You don't have to worry what shades you should combine to create a makeup look because this is all prepared for you in this quad. I have this with me on my eyeshadow makeup right now. It's actually quite good, but it took me a while to achieve this makeup look just because this is not too pigmented. So it took me a while to, get the product and right pigment that I want. So it's not really something that I would really gravitate on for everyday makeup look, but it's still good, most especially for those of you guys who are just beginning to put eyeshadow makeup. I think this is a good one because for some people who are just beginners, they tend to be not too sure how much product they should actually put on their lids. So this is definitely a good one to start with. It's not too pigmented. It just gives you that just right amount of colors, and then you can just build on the shade over time. So I think this is still good in some ways. One thing that I just didn't like is this shimmery shade, just because it has a lot of fallout once I apply it with a brush. So what I just did is I applied it using my fingers and just press it on my lid just so that it will avoid that fallout. But basically it's not the typical shimmery eyeshadow. It has those slightly medium-sized glitters. If I would describe it as that, it's not really shimmer, but it's glitters, if you guys could see this, which is actually kind of nice. I think a lot of Asian type of makeup uses glittery eyeshadows, but I'm not really a glittery eyeshadow type of person, but I still like it, most especially for, you know, sometimes if you just want to explore makeup style. So I think this is still good, most especially if you guys are just beginning to use makeup. You have to check this out. I think this has all the nice shade combined in one quad. Next up is their blushes, and this is their Better Than Cheek blush. So they have different shade range, but what I have with me is the Anne of Green Gables collection, and this is number 6 Apple Chip. So all their blushes are inspired by dried fruits, so it's more of like a muted autumn type of shades. It's not those like shocking bright colors. It's really good, and what I just noticed from a lot of the reviews that I've been seeing is that it's a mixed review. Like some people say that it's not too good just because they don't get a lot of pigments out of it, and some people says that it's very pigmented, like you just dust off a little bit and you get so much product. So it's a mixed review, but in my opinion, I think it depends on the shade that you get. So what I have with me is a very, I would say like it has that more pigmented and more strong color. So if you are getting like, let's say the peachy shade, it has very light tone, so that might be less pigmented. But with this one, it's very pigmented. Like as soon as I brush my finger in the palette, it's so thick, and look at that. It's very pigmented. But I think for some other shade, it might not be as pigmented as this one, but for my case, I really think that it's a very pigmented blush, totally opposite from the eyeshadow. I use this on my cheek right now, and it's not very thick, if you guys notice. So I just kind of control the amount of product that I put. Like I just kind of pat the brush and just lightly dust it off on my cheek, and if I want more product, I will just continue doing that and not like do this and do that, because you will have like a thick blush that you might not be able to, you know, control the amount of product. But overall, I think I still like this product just because it's pigmented. Then at least I don't have to take time to, you know, get the product and build up the blush, and it just gives off that nice flushed look, if you guys notice. So I still like it in some ways, but for some people they might not like it, but for me I really do. And their shade range is really good. They have a wide variety of colors. I actually like to try their blueberry chip. It has that nice purplish tone, so something that I would really look for in my next purchase, definitely. But overall, I definitely would recommend this blush. You just have to pick the right shades, and depending on your preference really. But overall, definitely recommend this blush. And now lastly, their Zero Velvet Tint, which is their most popular product in Roman. So this has been my highly hyped up product. I like this a lot. I have done a swatch review of this. I'll put a link somewhere up here for you guys to check it out, but definitely something that I really recommend. This has a nice moussey, velvety type of consistency. So this is something that I've swatched a while ago. As you guys can tell, that it actually blurs nicely, so I just blurred this using my fingers, and look at how nice that blurring look. Like it just gives off that nice fade. So if you are trying to achieve a gradient lip look, this is definitely a product that could really help you achieve that nice gradient lip look. And what I have with me on my lips right now is two of my favorite shades, and this is the number 8 Icy and the number 5 Witty. So I combined these two on my lips, and I am loving this so much. So they have a range of colors, and most of it is like autumn shades, not very bright, not very shocking colors. So that's why I like this product a lot. It has that nice muted and autumn type of shades, which you guys know that I'm a sucker for, really. So I am really obsessed about this. Definitely something that I highly recommend that you guys should check out. It has a matte finish. It will crack up on your lips if you have very dried and chapped lips, so you might have to exfoliate before using this product. But definitely it doesn't leave your lips very dry. So that's one thing that I like about this, because even though it's matte, it doesn't dry your lips. It doesn't feel drying. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel thick. So that's one thing that I really obsess about this product. Definitely something that you guys should check out is this Zero Velvet Tint from Roman. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope that you guys find it helpful. Definitely check out Roman. They have really great makeup products, and definitely something that's going to be part of my favorite this 2019. If you guys are interested to find out or to purchase any of these products, you guys could actually check them out. I'll put a link down in the description box down below, and I do have a coupon code where you guys could actually get an extra discount. If you guys have any questions for me with any of these products, feel free to ask me down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, I will speak to you in the next one. Bye!